Sorry, copying the sound. I've got that okay organised. Okay, I'll get there in a minute. I'm just sorting stuff out. Stop sniffing. Wait, hang on. There we go. Sorted. Turn the volume down. Sorted. You can hear me doubly, thricely, whatever. So I can see the chat. So if you want to chat to me, go ahead. You're in for a treat today. I've changed my water. I have clean water. I hope this isn't... I'm having trouble with the sound. I've ordered a microphone, so the sound on my phone, every time I live record without the headphones in, it sounds like it's raining and it's not good. So I've got my headphones in and I'm trying not to move my head too much because you can hear, picks up all the movement, but sorry about that, but it won't be like it for much longer. Yay! Hi, one person. I'm going to paint some flowers. This is what I did yesterday. I've just made myself a cup of tea and I'll put it here because I'm going to forget about it otherwise. So you're going to have the pleasure of hearing me slurp as well. Oh God, that's not good. Hang on. Because I'm not drinking that tea. It doesn't taste good. I don't know what I did to it. Nasty. Right, I'm trying to move the wire. It's all caught up in my hair. Lovely. Right, I'm going to paint some flowers. This is, again, is just my, you've seen it before. This is for people who haven't seen it before. It's my watercolour sketchbook. I paint in here most mornings and I video what I'm doing, and I've decided to do it live when I do it and talk to myself. But it's not watercolour paper, it's cartridge paper, and it's just a cheap A4 sketchbook. I think it cost me less than £1. Wait, yellows. I haven't even... Let me just spray this. This is a spray bottle with just water in. Got a different palette today. Got so many in here. These are palettes you just buy that are empty, and then I fill them up with my favourite colours. So most of these are either Daniel Smith's or Winsor & Newton, and a couple of the blues might be Mission colour blues because I like their cobalt blue. It's really bright. I think it's that one. Can't even see it. You move across a little bit. There, you can see things. Right, I've got my yellows here. Sorry, I can't tell you what yellows they are because I just squeeze them in because I like them. I don't really pay much attention to names. Oh gosh, lost my voice. I haven't got a virus. It's good. Okay. It's morning voice. These are just going to be real splodgers because I feel in a splodgy mood today. This is Naples yellow with a... Looks like it's got orange in it. It's interesting. Oh, I knew the name of one of the colours. These are all going to be orangey yellow flowers, I've decided. My favourite colour is orange, verging on the shade of yellow. So more that colour here, that one, that one. But I haven't got much in there. Cartridge paper with watercolour acts totally different to watercolour paper, so I'm going to get different results than I think. This is bleach cleaner diluted in water, and I just like that when it pushes the paint away. You can go a bit mad with it, which don't. I don't know what these flowers are. I've made them up. They're a bit like those Californian poppies sort of thing. I don't know. It's good to make up paintings. This is just what I do to loosen up of a morning. Once I've painted, the day seems much better. For some reason, I feel like I've done something, I suppose. Just letting the colours all squish into each other. Add some pinky colours, darker ones for a bit of interest. My favourite colour, that one. Forget there's a crease in the page. Pretend that's not there. Paint over it. Ooh, yellow. I'm going to blob a bit of this here. Sorry, I do sound effects when I'm painting. Stop it. Doesn't look much at the minute, does it? It looks like blobs. I like painting blobs. Don't diss the blobs. Hello, the last homely house east of the sea. Hello. Glad you can make it. I know it's a silly time. I paint at a stupid time. But hey ho. I did try painting in the afternoons when there'd be like more people around across the globe, but it doesn't work for me, so I like doing my morning painting. I don't know what this colour is. It's really nice. I should make a note of what I put in my palettes, but I go through stages of liking different colours at different times. Sort of a rusty, pinky red colour. Quite pretty. I'm sure it must be a Winsor and Newton one somewhere. From somewhere. I don't know. But there's not much in there, which makes me think it's an old colour. I got given loads of tubes of paint from Winsor and Newton from somebody that had had them for like over 30 years or something, and they'd all gone hard. But I said I cut the tubes apart and take the colours out, and I think this might be one of the colours, so I'm not sure if they actually still make it, whatever colour it may be. Pretty though. Do another yellow one over here. I haven't painted the centres of the flowers yet. I'm just letting the colours all blend in together. Then I'm going to see what I can see and pick out the centres. I should do some leaves really. I'll do those in a minute. I thought I might do some like eucalyptus-y style leaves with this. might look pretty. I'll leave some room. Leave some room for leaves. I might do a little yellow one like that here, just to make a bit of a composition. Ooh, that's nice. I'll drop a bit of that colour in. Right, I'm just letting that do what it wants, really. I might drop a little bit of that. I've lost it now. Drop a bit of this in. See, I get carried away, but it does make a nice effect. It's a bit like alcohol drops, really, but you get more of a texture, and it does go through the page on this, but on the watercolour paper it doesn't. Foliage. I'm turning my palette around because my greens are on the other side. So these are, I know I've got olive green, sap green, and then I've got another green, I don't know what it is, and they're all Winsor & Newton colours. This is the olive, that's the sap, and that's the green. What am I painting? I'm painting eucalyptus leaves, so I'm going to add a little bit of blue. Oh gosh, I'm not that colour blue. They're not that blue, they're more of a dirty blue, grey blue colour, aren't they? I think that's yellow there, yellow ochre, however you say it. Yeah, that's better. These are cerulean blue. That's the colour I'm after. So I'm going to try and paint some eucalyptus style leaves. They have round leaves, but stupid fact of the day, I think the eucalyptus is one of the only trees that has two shaped leaves. They have pointy leaves and then they have round leaves as well, something like that. I have one in my garden. I have a couple of eucalyptus trees in my garden. Keep talking about my garden. I've got a nice garden. I like gardening. It's my other hobby. Watercolour painting is not really my hobby. It's more of my, I make a living from it. So, do you still call it a hobby? I still see it as a hobby, which is weird. It's good. You can do your hobby as a job. And I've gone quiet now because I'm concentrating. When I concentrate, I heavy breathe as well, so sorry. Stop breathing heavily. I might just, I don't know. Using a lighter blue. It's good to make up flowers. One thing, I keep saying this, that one thing I really like about painting flowers, when you're painting freely like this, and you don't need to be botanically correct, as all of the botanical painters shudder in the corner. I like to capture a feeling and the essence of a flower rather than painstakingly spending hours trying to get something to look like something. I've always painted like this, so I could, if I wanted to, do something that looked like a photograph, but what's the point in that? There isn't. So I like to paint like this. And I like making things up. I think that's where quite a lot of beginners struggle with. They try and paint, try and make something look too much like they're trying to paint, instead of enjoying the process and learning from making happy accidents and things. I think when I first started watercolour painting, I was exactly the same. I used to paint things that were really intricate, and I used to spend hours trying to get something to look exactly like it should, and I used to get frustrated because I couldn't get things to look like something. But then I had a lesson off of this lovely lady who lives in Cornwall, and I've never looked back from there really. It just came really easy after that. So thank you. And now I can paint how I like, which is nice. Put some here. I'll just leave those to I'll add a bit more lighter colour. When this has dried a bit, I'm going to start painting the middles of the flowers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the middles. I might give them some, what should we do? What do they have? I'm trying to think of those. These look a bit like those Californian poppies. So I'm going to give them dotty middles. I don't know. And then I have got a pencil crayon. This is a Faber-Castell. This is where I get it all back to front and upside down. Faber-Castell. Oh, there we go. Art Grip Acrylic pencil. Don't know what colour it is. It's an orangey colour. Oh, hi Kate. Thank you. That was a bit of a mouthful. The last house east of the sea, which sounds like a lovely place. I love the sea. I used to live by the sea. I don't live that near it anymore, but they're fairly close. Went to the seaside the other day. It was lovely. Oh, I'm just making a mess. No, I'm just drawing with the watercolour pencil, and I'm also dragging the wet paint as well. Something I do quite a bit of. Gives a nice effect. This is the, trying to do the middles as well. I'll try not to get my sleeve. I always end up smudging everything. Oops. See, here the paper's gone where it's gone a bit delicate. So this isn't really the best paper in the world, but I like the effects it gives. Sorry, I'm heavy breathing. I just caught myself doing it. Stop, you weirdo. Do a little bit blobs now. And this blob here. Some, oh, that's starting to look quite nice, even if I do say so myself. Now I've got a Posca pen here, and I'm going to do some dots. We like the dots. If it was working, yeah. So this is a yellow, a yellow one. I'm so messy. And I'm adding some dots for the, I'm not sure what they're called, on the ends of the stamens, the polleny bits. I love my technical terms. You'd think, being a gardener, that I'd know what everything's called, but I don't. And as I said before, I'm opening my garden in the summer if it's not closed down because of the virus thing, but it's in August, so hopefully it'll be down there. But I'm a bit worried because I know that people are going to go around and start asking me what plants are, and I never can remember their names except for the normal ones like poppy, sunflower, daffodil. I can never remember names of other plants. I just go, oh no, that's that really nice one with the really lovely bluey green leaf and has a lovely purple flower in the summertime. And it's really lovely to paint. That's how I describe my plants. But hey ho. Morning, people that have just come in. I can see you. Well, I can't see you. I've got a number. Chat's there if you want to ask me any questions or anything. Nearly finished. It's exciting watching me do dots. Just a few here. See, when you do a watercolour painting, you don't have to keep it all watercolour. You can add other things in. Some watercolourist people who teach watercolour, I find they give you too many rules. I don't like rules, I like to break them. So just do what you want to do. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't. As long as you're happy with what it looks like in the end and you enjoy the process. That's the main thing. I'm going to add some like shadowy leaves in the background sort of thing. Maybe. Yeah, I always do it. I'm a bit heavy-handed. Yes, you can finger paint. Oh, they give nice shapes actually. Look at that. Had a bit of interest with some finger painting. These are supposed to look like they're in the background of it. Bit of shadowy. Oops, the yellow one there. That's interesting. Might have to add another yellow one. look, pretty things happening. There's a big pool of water there. I'm going to have to mop that up because this paper tears really easy. And I'm just going to blot some of the leaves, especially this one. It's got a big blob of water there before it runs across it and spoils everything. And this one. This paper doesn't soak up the water. If you had watercolour paper, it would soak it up better. But I like to make things difficult for myself. Yay. That looks pretty. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop now. Hi Vicky. Thank you. I don't know, they were yellows with this other colour that I had in my palette, and I'm not sure what it is, but there we go. There's like a rusty pinky colour. This one, I must find out what colour it is. It might be a really old one that Winsor and Newton don't do anymore, but it looks nice. I might find a similar one. Anyway, thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow. Bye.